Spoiler! Oh my god. This is so... God, there's so many of them.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's Mic Masher. This week we'll be talking about Game of Thrones and the finale that just happened and all the seasons so far. Joining me is Munchkin T.
Yeah. Hello people.
Loudmouth J.
What's good?
And myself.
Wilson!
Loving the enthusiasm now.
Yeah.
I like the echo. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That nice little bit of delay.
We're actually in a cave, but you can't actually tell.
Cool. Done it again, haven't I? I've done my not impressed
Well,
voice.
I was gonna say like this is a bit of a weird one when you said like this week's, because funny enough, if it comes out when it's supposed to come out, it's supposed to be the second one of the week. We're going for a bit of a double bill.
Oh yeah.
We love y'all so much, we gotta come out 2 times. 2 times.
I will say on my part, because I'm responsible for editing the videos and making the artwork and whatever, is I do apologize for the last episode being delayed, like the release of it. It was supposed to come out pretty much beginning of this week, but because of the amount of work that I've just been doing on like the artwork and everything just took so much longer. So yeah, I do apologize for that.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. You can apologise to like 5 people who watch our show.
But yeah, getting on to the topic, Game of Thrones.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, if you didn't like catch it from the bonus at the beginning, massive spoilers. Like if you're not caught up to date with Game of Thrones, leave now. Leave now. I'm gonna give you. Let's give them a little opening. Just get out of here. Just go.
Hey yo, they went ahead and stabbed Jon Snow. I'm saying hey yo.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever that was.
That happened.
That happened. Yeah, they stabbed him. I've read the books and I've known this is coming for about 2 years now.
I'm so happy. Like I've always been ducking spoilers online, and I'm so happy no one told me about this. But there was someone giving me like a hint saying something risky happened to Jon Snow, and the episode came out, and I was bloody hell. I was so depressed. On Monday. It was so I freaking love Jon Snow. He's like my favorite character.
That episode was a roller coaster for me, man.
It was intense, wasn't it?
God, it was like there was a bit of ups and there were a bit of downs, but I mean, one part of that Jon Snow portion was just I don't like that kid anymore.
Ollie.
No one likes
How you gonna bring up vengeance?
No one
That's
likes
not
Ollie.
cool.
Have you guys
That's
seen
not
the
cool.
The
memes?
internet doesn't like Ollie.
Have you seen the memes? It's hilarious. He's like the most hated character on Game of Thrones now.
They're like
Shit.
everyone talks about how much they hated about how did Ramsay escape the season without dying. No one gives a crap anymore. Everyone wants to know why Ollie is still alive and f*** that kid.
Yeah.
His logic is sound. He's just, I think he's got caught up with the
No,
wrong
his
guys.
logic's stupid. I think the main reason people don't really like him is he's ungrateful. Like,
the thing is,
John made him steward, but he's still being a douche.
he's not ungrateful. It's like being like your parents get utterly destroyed. Your whole village gets utterly
The
destroyed
guy
about
that
you.
kills your parents basically tells you, "I'm gonna eat him."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and then your supposed friend, Lord Commander, whatever, basically says,
Your wildlings.
it doesn't matter what they've done.
Come chill, yeah.
Come into our land.
Yeah, but the thing is.
But not he won't have seen the White Walkers.
I do understand. I do
all this
understand
stuff.
Ollie's point of view. Yeah, but it seemed like he didn't even attempt to see it from. He didn't even attempt to understand what John was saying. Because his logic was it was much more sound than anyone else's.
Yeah.
It was either we get these people away from the White Walkers, or we just add them to the army of the dead. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, but you've got to understand that us as viewers, we know what's happening. We're aware that this giant threat is coming. But like, how are you supposed to know as a kid that this is not all just hocus pocus stories told by the Night Watch. He doesn't know. All he knows is that there's a bunch of wildlings. He's not seen any of this.
Yeah, but it's not even just him. Like, there's a bunch of them. They're so clouded by their hatred towards the wildlings.
No, they're all clouded by the whole thing at the end. Isn't that they hate the wildlings and hate what Jon's done? Like, they hate that it's for the Watch. It's everything that he's done goes against everything that the wall was built for. Like,
but it doesn't, because
it does, because the wall was built to keep the wildlings.
No,
out.
It wasn't the wildlings.
Yeah,
it was built specifically for the White Walkers.
But
the wildlings just ended up on the other side.
They've translated because everyone doesn't believe that the White Walkers exist anymore.
Yeah, see,
they don't
obviously,
believe that they ever existed.
That's what I'm saying.
They believe that the wall was built to keep the wildlings out.
Yeah.
And then it goes against everything that they've built it for. No one.
But see, that's the problem. It's not like the Watch hasn't gone past and seen the White Walk. They know the White Walkers exist. They know that. They know they're a problem.
A select few people have seen them and believe that they know that it's a problem. It's a difference being told that there's a problem
and
seeing there's a problem.
But
like,
even
John
I get what you mean.
Back
like,
and says, "Holy shit, we've just been attacked by a shit ton of White Walkers."
Anyone that believed him was Sam.
And anyone who believes him, and like Sam doesn't get any loving for it. It's what everyone I think forgets all the time as well is that the wall, all the Night's Watch people, they're all fucking criminals.
Yeah.
They're all criminals. They don't have any morals. The whole idea is that they're just there to survive. And actually, the ones that do have morals are the ones that kill Jon, is because they're the only ones who came from like somewhat upstanding families or something like that.
People who kill Jon.
Yeah, everyone who kills Jon.
Oh, listen. What did I say? No talking about the books. We don't know jack about that.
The people who kills him.
You can see the characters.
The characters who kill him.
You actually see, because I just thought they're just a bunch of random people.
No, but you can tell there's only a select few of them who go out their way to kill him. Yeah. And they're the people,
or Caesar style, like basically taking turns stabbing.
They're the people who want power. Yeah. They're the ones who want to be in charge of the wall because they don't like what he's doing. Yeah. It's a power struggle.
Except for Ollie. I mean, he was their main.
Ollie's just been manipulated by angry second in command guy because
Alistair Thorne.
Yeah.
See, this. I'll probably say this the one thing that I'll say from the books, but from what I heard in the books, it's not Alistair. Or is his name Alistair or Alistair?
I don't know. I can't recall.
It's spelled Alistair.
Yeah, right? Just call man Thorne.
Yeah, Thorne. Right. He's in the books. He's not the one who stabs him. It's someone else, because he's supposed to be. Yeah, it's there, but he's not there because he's supposed to be about honor and stuff.
Yeah, but there's a whole different storyline in the books. Like you told me not to talk about the books.
Right. There is an entirely. You're right.
There's an entirely different storyline to why Jon gets stabbed. Like I don't care anymore. It doesn't spoil anything from the books. We're going to a different part. Stannis is still alive in the books.
Yeah, but
technically speaking, we don't know exactly.
But it hasn't gotten to that though. It hasn't gotten to that stage.
We don't entirely know that he's dead.
So he could die next book.
Also, just so I can give some people hope, Melisandre doesn't appear at the wall when Jon gets stabbed in the book. She's nowhere to be found. Like she's not there.
Wait, I heard she is.
She's not really there. She's not.
She's there from the get go. She doesn't go with Stannis.
She's there, but like in the show, they specifically bring her back. They specifically bring her back.
Okay.
Why would you bring this woman back if she's not going to do some black magic voodoo stuff and bring Jon back?
Yeah, no, there's definitely hints at what's going on in terms of he looks like he's probably going to come back. Especially, and this is the main one that I'm clinging to because I'm just hoping he's not actually there. But the main one is the direwolves, right? They're a clear symbol. They've been symbolic throughout the entire series of their connection with their owners. Right? When Robb Stark dies, Grey Wind is killed right before. He's shot with arrows. He's slaughtered. Right? Arya's direwolf is lost in the world like Arya is now. Sansa's one is killed, even though she didn't do anything, which is a hint at Sansa just going through so much bullshit, even though she's just trying to go with the flow. Yeah. And Ghost is completely fine. As far as we've seen in this scene.
For the most part, Ghost is exactly as his namesake.
Yeah, you know what? I would be terrified if like instead of the plank that said traitor when John got there, it was just a dead ghost. If Ghost was there dead, then I'll be like, you know what, yeah, that's it. That's the end of Jon Snow. I would have said that. But because Ghost is nowhere to be found, there's hope.
It's also because both in the show and in the books, like when Ned dies in the books, he dies in the books, and then the book keeps going.
Yeah.
Whereas in the book,
exactly.
It's the cliffhanger.
This is the cliffhanger.
It's the cliffhanger. Is the like, I'm gonna make you wait. I'm gonna make you stew. Make you think. And the thing is, we're all like, he's not gonna kill him. He's not gonna kill him. He can't kill him. It's George R. R. Martin. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can kill whatever he wants.
But no. See,
and he
here's
can
the
make
thing.
the story work.
I think this is genius writing because let's look at what we've learned from Game of Thrones as a whole, right? It's been teaching us this lesson over and over: is no one's safe. It's been constantly it's engraved in our heads. No one's safe. But there's legitimate reasons why these people die. Now, you can see the patterns. You can see their stories coming to an end, right? But the thing is with sorry, I know you're gonna say that, but let me just finish this. Is like, for example, Rob died because he messed up a promise. He messed up a vow, therefore he was punished for it. Ned died because of his naivety. Could
be argued that John dies for the same thing.
No, not necessarily, because here's the thing: is Ned thinks he can trust these people when it's obvious that he shouldn't. But John essentially kind of needs to trust these people, because if you can't trust your brothers in the Night's Watch, it feels just unfair. Like the other ones, they felt like fair deaths. I don't know, that might be pushing it a bit, and I might even listen back to that. There was
leniency for why they died.
Yeah.
Not because they were just, well,
you see what I mean?
But then that doesn't necessarily translate, because then, like, the issue is that we don't view what John's doing, what he did that led to his death, as bad.
Yeah.
He's being a good guy doing good things.
You couldn't view killed him though.
Yeah, but
being a good guy gets you killed.
Being a good guy in this world gets you killed.
Don't be nice.
That's the whole point of like.
Yeah, I get that.
Of like Rob's death as well. He tries in this world to fall in love with a woman.
But see, that's the thing. That can be argued whether that's a good thing or not.
It's not a good.
It's not a good thing, because he made a solemn vow that he was gonna. He was essentially. It's like proposing to someone
John
and then
makes
cheating
a vow as well.
Of a vow on what?
A vow to protect the wall.
Yeah. But he does.
But not everyone's viewing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not from the point of view of his people. It's because this all goes on from the view of. It's almost like. It's from the view of the gods, apparently, that is in it. Like, when you mess up, when you do something that's morally off, something's going to happen to you. Like, we all know Walder Frey is going to get it because of the...
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. We just know. You just know what's going to happen, right? But, even though this is kind of just off the point that I was actually trying to make, was it's a sense that they killed off Ned Stark first. And then you had in your mind, okay, wait, they just killed off the main character. Well, that's how it was built up. It's like, yeah, Ned Stark's the main character, and they wouldn't just killed him off. But really, he was a setup just for everything that was going to happen later. Same with the Robb Stark death, right? And you're just thinking, you're constantly being told, no one's safe. If people will die in this, they don't come back, it's over.
Can I point out one little thing that I've just blown up in my mind?
Go on.
They're making their way down the family tree.
Yeah, so basically dominoes.
They're making their way down the family tree.
What do you mean?
Ned, father, Robb, oldest son.
Robb and mum.
Yeah.
So it's father, then mother,
then son.
Yeah.
Then second oldest son is Jon Snow.
Is he? I swear they're like around the same age.
No, he's second oldest.
Yeah.
By like a few.
Robb,
by not
Robb
much,
was
right?
born when.
Yeah, Robb was already born when Ned came back with
Jon. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
They're making their way down the family tree.
Okay.
So look out, Sansa, you're next.
But I'm thinking in terms
Here's
of.
hoping she survived that jump with Reek/Theon. You know what? Let's
Can you just imagine like the first scene of season 6 is them just landing, breaking their. Oh God!
Yeah.
I thought there was more snow down here. Oh, that was such a big mistake.
Sorry.
You know what? Like, I'm just gonna give like a couple of points to like certain like side characters. Right. One, congrats to Reek for slowly becoming Theon again. So I'm now gonna call the guy Threek. Because he's kind of he's kind of in the middle, right? I'm gonna give a point to Threek for that. I'm gonna give a point to Sam just for that little conversation, like basically the bro conversation he had with Jon Snow when he came back. It was just like, Wait,
I like that was
Sam.
a lovely moment.
Sam, he basically said, Sam, did you get some?
Yeah.
You said you get some? Man, you get some. Wow, okay. But I love that conversation there because it just seemed like a little bit of safety in the episode. I think that's the only part of the episode I was like, I think this might be nice.
I disagree with you on that.
Well,
I disagree. I think that's literally the nail in John's coffin.
Oh yeah, it was the calm.
Literally,
it was the calm before the storm.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I need to go because I'm going to die. And then John is being like, okay, now my best friend, who, in all fairness, wasn't going to do much against protecting him anyway, but his last ally in this whole entire. But the thing is, I think even,
I don't know.
I think even John had a feeling to like maybe it's best to send you away.
You know what? Yeah, do you know what? I think it's a.
For his own sake.
It's that's one of those scenes where it's just up to how you view it. You know, it's like you can view it as John's in this is now much lonelier than he's ever been, which is still correct. Like both sides are correct of this. Like he is lonely, but he's also, he also knows that Sam probably should just go because it looks like he's like if Sam stuck around to the end of the episode, he'd be a dead man.
I mean, even like the speech Sam said where like he would rather face 1,000 White Walkers than watch like Gilly and baby Sam die in front of him. I mean, I think when he said that, even John and Lisa was like, yeah, I think it's a look
of disappointment in her face.
Yeah, look at disappointment. I think even then, like John was like, you know, maybe you should go because I don't want to see you guys die in front of me as well. Because it almost seemed like if they would have been a liability that would led to his death. Yeah. So if they were still here, it was probably going to be them that led to him getting stabbed up rather than the little stain Ollie saying, "Hey, guess what? Your dead uncle's back." Oh wait, no, he's not. Stabbed to the chest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stick.
Oh, did you?
I want to know what were your reactions when it dropped, when the penny dropped. The penny dropped for me when I saw the word traitor.
Well,
at first I was like, wait, it's at night time. Bad things happen at night. The night is dark and full of terrors.
Not even that. It was just like right after like he's like, he shot Benjamin. And he starts running. I'm like, no. He's
no, wait, don't go in the circle with the guys with the torches out. Traitor.
Like, I'm savage, bro. You got sliced.
I knew it was coming because I told you I read that.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's coming. I knew the red wedding was coming. I knew all this. I'm looking forward to next season. But I don't know what the hell is gonna happen.
Grim Reaper knowledge here. Yeah, great. You knew it was gonna happen. Thanks.
No, you just remind me. The point that I was trying to make earlier is we've been set up to believe like no one is safe, and when someone dies, they die. Yeah. But I reckon the whole point, the whole reason behind that, is for this moment to be so like he's got to be dead. He's dead. Mm-hmm. So everyone just thinks he's dead. Yeah. But it's just to bring him back, and I could be wrong. I'm saying because no one knows. No one knows. Well, we know nothing.
It seems more likely now.
So I'm saying is that he's coming back because of the way it's been set up, because of this build up into us just thinking.
Because what Wilson just mentioned about the book, being the end piece of that book.
It's a complete. No one knows what the hell's happening.
I want to just think to myself.
There is a thing about that I read that Kit Harington said that he had talked to the showrunners and been like, "Am I dead? Like, am I coming back next season?" They were like, "No, you're dead."
Yeah. Like, but see, here's the thing:
to fool your enemies, you must also fool your friends.
No, but see, here's the thing, right? I reckon because here's the thing: even if they did, let's say for example, they told Kit Harington that he is going to come back. Wouldn't he have to say that anyway? Wouldn't he have to say that they said he's not coming back? Wouldn't he?
Well, it's going to be really hard to disguise the fact that Kit Harington is appearing on set on Game of Thrones if
you'll have to go into hiding.
Which is probably going to end up happening. It's going to end up being leaked, which I hope doesn't happen. Because I'd much rather be in the state, even though it's painful. I'd much rather be in the state of complete ignorance.
They would have to cut a lot of stuff from like their promo stuff for the next year. Because anything that had Jon Snow
they're good at that. They're good at that.
Well, like
not even at anything.
They're not good at promo stuff because we'll get onto the fact that their Sand Snakes promos were bullshit.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've been actually kind of lingering on this whole Jon Snow because it's hit us hard.
Yeah. You know what?
But we need to talk about the whole season.
We'll cover it by regions in Westeros. We covered the Wall now. That's all Peachy King done.
Actually, no. We have. If we're gonna do it like that, then I think we should. The next thing we should talk about is Hard Home. Because that was frigging awesome.
Hard Home was awesome. The thing about Hard Home is that was awesome, but it kind of was like, well, what the f*** are you going to do against this? there's nothing you can do against this.
Yeah, well, you mean
Against them.
the White Walkers. But
Yeah.
see, the thing is, it was supposed to be a massacre. It's supposed to be just hopeless.
Again, it happens in the book, but you never see it.
Yeah, you don't see it. It's no one knows what happened there, innit?
Yeah, it's mentioned what happens, and John doesn't go there, and John doesn't see "Come at me, bro," White Walker, Night's King.
Hey, like, John, do you even know?
Yeah, like just coming at just
Why,
like
bro?
the whole thing was like it was just so.
It's magnificent.
It was brilliant.
It was
like,
magnificent.
I remember watching it and with my girlfriend, and I looked and went, "Oh, it's an avalanche." I literally went, "Oh, it's an avalanche," and I'm like, "Oh, that's a bit sucky for them. They all died in an avalanche." And then she just bolted up in her seat and was like,
"That's no avalanche."
She was like,
that's the move.
and you're like, "Oh my god!" And I was like,
Albino Darth
Whoa,
Maul
what's
here.
going on? What's going on?
And then it was just like random corpses running at a
I
gate,
just-
and I was like,
dude.
It wasn't even that. It was the before that. It was the screaming about the avalanche, then the nothing.
Oh man.
That made me 2 bricks. You know, 2 bricks came out. Lit 2 bricks. Oh my god! And then it was just the smashing through the
There's
gate.
so much good. There were so
Lord
many
have
awesome bits.
mercy.
It got better as it went along. It was amazing. It was not TV for those 15 minutes. I think it was about 15 minutes, but for that scene, it wasn't TV anymore. This was a film.
It was legend.
This was like it could have been on a big screen. This felt like it transgressed what it was.
Transcended.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah,
that word works.
transcend.
Yeah, I think that's a better word. Let's use that. It transcended what it was.
It sounds grander.
it sort of puts us the nail in the coffin of that TV is no longer TV, in a sense that it's no longer what we've come to know TV as.
Yeah.
No longer these small budget things.
But
Now
it's got to be a big budget, and Game of Thrones is probably the biggest budget thing.
that
at
and
the
Walking
moment.
Dead are the biggest budgets
Yeah.
are the biggest budgets. Walking Dead is pretty phenomenal when it comes to that. But that was an issue that again my girlfriend brought up, was like, didn't realise I was watching The Walking Dead. Like it got to that point where it was like, it got to the point with like the kids and everything where you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I was like, but it was more in the sense that like I was like, why did she just kill the kids? But then you realise that she was a mom,
that literally just sent her kids away 10 minutes before that.
and it's all like, but the whole thing is, it's like, what is anyone gonna do?
I
when
think.
kids,
Do you know what I think
White
that bit was
Walkers-
for? I think that bit was just
For her.
everything sinking in what was just happening. It was like it stopped for a moment and it just kind of settled in. It's like she just lost hope.
Yeah.
It felt like that, and the acting was brilliant. The entire bit, the acting was marvelous.
Because it made it seem like from there no one's safe. Like it's like usually it's like go for the men and the women, leave the kids. But no, everyone's getting turned. Everyone.
Yeah.
So it's like even if you send your kids away, when the White Walkers come, they're taking your kids too.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you fight or pick up an axe, pick up a sword, pick up a pike, whatever. I'm taking your kids as well.
Oh man, I was spazzing out. I was fully spazzing out on how awesome that scene was. But like, by the time it ended, I was sitting there in my seat just going, "Oh my god,
Not even
that
that.
was awesome!"
I was out of my seat the minute you see albino Darth Maul at the top, and then like the clouds kind of open a bit, and then you see Squad, and he's got like 4 man with him. I'm like, oh shit.
You know what? Yeah, it was the silence in that last bit. That was the greatest bit in the whole thing. Was just the silence and the back and forth looks between John and the what's he called? He's called the Night's King.
He's called the Night's King. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've revealed him. Yeah. I saw like I thought that fans are naming the White King, but I saw like a behind the scenes thing that they do on, and they were like, yeah, they refer to him as the Night's King.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing
Makes sense.
for book readers as well, that he's called the Night's King.
Because
That's
you
a
know
big
what? Because what I thought, by the time the episode, I was just like, that could have been the end. That could have been the end of the season. I would have been happy.
Yeah.
I would have been satisfied.
Massive cliff.
Until we found out
that
what happens in the finale.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, alright, it needed to end like this. But yeah, no, it was good.
I knew that it was going to end with Jon Snow. I knew it was going to end. The minute I knew, basically, the only thing I didn't see coming this whole season was Hardhome. That was the only bit that I was
because it came out of nowhere.
It literally, for everyone, you kind of knew what happened in Hardhome, but you didn't think that they would show it necessarily. The scale of that was ridiculous. The dragon I knew was coming. The dragon it was even,
what, the episode 9 one?
Yeah, episode 9 dragon. I thought.
I think we should transition into that actually. Yeah.
Awesome. That was an awesome entrance.
But I knew that was going to happen because I didn't know whether it was going to be the season finale or just an episode ender, because they've gotten rid of this whole episode 9 means amazing things are going to happen.
But no, but because not necessarily, because that bit was an amazing scene. Yeah. It was still a big thing.
It was a whole build up, like that whole fighting pits grand finale thing.
Yeah.
The grand finale.
But I think the only thing is when you're saying that is because episode 8 ended so
episode,
grandly that it could have been episode 9.
Unless you were I can't even remember. That's the whole point of the episode, is that I can't really remember what happened in episode 9 apart from the dragon.
Well, wait, Shireen's death. Shireen being burned. Which a lot of people like. That was hard for me to.
That hit me in my spirit.
Because I'm an uncle of 6, and I'm just thinking, wow, I could never do that.
Not even that. If anything, that was such a strong scene that even the mum who seemed to hate her daughter switched up.
Yeah. Oh man, that was.
When that hit, it's like, oh wow.
It's a weird thing. It sort of shows
that actually made me like it. I hated it up until then.
That faith isn't necessarily so overpowering that it can, like the whole idea of the Lord of Light and that stuff.
Sacrifice for the great
sacrifice
good.
Was that they were all very like devoutly there's this, we're doing this and people are going to a perfect place. This is not the world that we should belong in anyway. We're just here and stuff like that. And it's just like no matter what happens, you can be the most devout person in the world, but you see your own blood, like dying in front of you,
and screaming
out for you. It's like the first time she ever screams out. She screams out for her mother. Yeah. Well, yeah,
they didn't have to.
They've done a lot. There is another
I know, but
thing.
the sound itself will haunt anybody.
That's
it was haunting. It was haunting.
What I've got. The only thing is, I think that's a really good thing they've done. It's also one of the worst things they've done this whole season, in the sense of not showing things. They don't show Stannis' death, which is wrong.
We don't know he died. We don't know he died.
See, he clearly dies.
Here's the problem.
Does he?
He clearly does. There's no way Brienne's not killing him.
We don't know that.
But see, this is the problem. Is
we don't know that.
I kind of wish it did show him.
Yeah.
Because I think just
then we're having this discussion. The fact that you're saying he's not dead.
I'm not saying he's not dead. I'm just saying it's not.
No.
See, you can't have two deaths.
Yeah. Here's the problem with this: is you already have the whole Jon Snow thing, the whole Jon Snow mystery.
Yeah.
You already ended it on that. There's no need to have 2 of them. Because now you've got Stannis as well.
No, you got 3 of them.
What's the third one? I can't remember.
Sansa and
they're not falling to their deaths.
You don't know that.
No, but see, the way I thought of it,
one of them could be dead.
No, the way I thought of it, right, is they know Winterfell more than anyone, so they know how thick the snow is.
So they know that they can jump off a
which is probably what they thought.
That does seem like an entertainable possibility.
That seems logical.
It's in that.
They've grown up there their whole lives. They've got
the advantage.
Yeah, and they've been through a few winters at least.
I'm really glad 3 killed that really psycho boat chick. I hated her.
What, the butcher's daughter?
I hated her. Seriously, like they literally took like what was it? Like YouTubing, like the overstalker girlfriend, and they took that to a different level. And bloody hell, it was just so like it was gratifying as hell. And I know it's a bit like macabre to say it, but it was gratifying when you basically see him push her off and then you hear her die. God,
yeah, she went like a puppy sound.
Jesus Christ, I love that. I shouldn't, but God, she needed to die in a way that I could see it and feel it. God damn good.
Can I say one thing that I think we should talk about? And I think was Sansa's rape scene necessary?
Was it necessary?
Was it necessary? Because I
didn't like it. I hated it.
It doesn't happen in the books.
It doesn't happen.
She's nowhere near Winterfell.
You know what I don't like? I like this whole thing that was going around where she was dodging being raped. Like it was constantly like this. Yeah. She was this close from getting into a really bad situation.
Yeah,
and she get out.
King's Landing.
Yeah, like she dodged Joffrey. She dodged what was going on in the Vale. Yeah, and then it got up to. It's like I hate that it's Ramsay, because I friggin' hate him. I hate him more than I hate any fictional character in history.
I think they did that particularly for that reason.
But why do they need to do it? The whole point of Sansa's character is that she was supposed to grow.
Yeah, she was supposed to. Yeah, exactly.
She was supposed to go
be
through all
legit.
these hard troubles
Yeah.
and become a strong woman. They even go through the whole effort of last season, basically adorning her in black and making her look like she's become a woman.
Like she's a new
and
Callum.
then they can literally take that away from her.
Dude, the thing is, I think... I think,
in one scene.
To be honest, I think in this season...
Her hair goes red again.
Dude, I think for parts of this season...
Damn.
Yeah, just hit you in it.
Her hair goes red again.
For this season, I think they took liberties for the simple reason that because they can.
The shock value.
You know what? You know what I've noticed? You know what I've noticed watching Game of Thrones? It's a little too depressing. And sometimes I just think to myself, is it worth watching this show? There's not enough, like...
There's no hope.
Where's the happiness?
It's a bad... What Game of Thrones is...
Bad things happen to good people.
Season 1 is a gateway drug, and season 2 to the end of 5 is basically you becoming more and more dependent on a really bad drug.
Yeah.
You need the
Do you know what it is?
but
Do
you
you
feel
know
like
honestly?
shit afterwards.
Do you know what Game of Thrones is? It can be summed up in our relationship with Game of Thrones is like the relationship with an abusive boyfriend.
It literally it does nothing good for you. It doesn't reward you in any way.
It gives you a mild high.
It gives you a mild high when something awesome happens.
Yeah.
As soon as that high hits, it's taken away from you.
No, but in reality, that high is not a good thing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, this was so amazing. Hard Hone was not a good thing.
I'll tell you what wasn't like.
Of course it's not.
I'll tell you one thing.
Down was
It's never like, oh my god, Daenerys flew over and fried all the White Walkers.
It's not even that. It's stuff like
Yeah,
we're slowly losing our humanity here. We're starting to love people getting tortured and maimed. If people that we don't like the execution of Jano Slint, we loved it, but it's at the end of the day, it's an execution, but we loved it.
We liked watching a little boy choke to death whilst he, even though he was the most evil person, Joffrey still dies horrifically.
We're just sitting there like,
yes!
I literally just expressed happiness over seeing a chick die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That just happened.
Before this show came out, I wasn't like that. I watched cartoons. I was waiting for the Avengers to come out. What happened to me?
Life was good.
Life was good, and then Game of Thrones came, and we became evil bastards.
Yeah, Game of Thrones hits you with reality, though. Game of Thrones hits you. It's the most realistic show, but also non-realistic show. It's good things don't happen to nice people. If you're too nice,
see, now
bad things will happen.
I don't
to
believe that Game of Thrones is realistic as people think, because although bad things do happen to good people, it's not so constant. It's not so much that there's no good anyway.
Oh yeah, they're taking liberties.
How many times have you seen Jon Snow smile this season? He smiles like maybe one time when he tells a joke.
No, and when he was congratulating Sam for getting some.
Okay, alright, yeah. But besides that, he's miserable and he's got every right to be.
Sam is the only character in the whole thing that
I'm rooting for.
That is actually like happy.
Yeah, because
he got laid,
he finds happiness in the small things, because his whole life has just been horrible.
Yeah.
So the small things are huge to him.
Was it? Yeah. And now he's going away to Maester School, where I read this thing. It's like the Maester place is like a university, but instead of getting a little piece of paper at the end, you get a 7-ton weight around your neck. You have to lug around for the rest of your life.
They're essentially learning to become wizards.
It's
Hogwarts!
They're not learning to become wizards.
They're sitting down with secretly Hogwarts.
All I'm saying is, I just love the bit where you actually see get some episode where it's like, John's like, they're gonna make you so feminist. I was like, they could bloody well try.
So,
awesome.
Do you think this season was good?
This season was brilliant.
Hell yeah.
But it hurt me.
Disagree.
Okay.
Wait, ooh.
Reason why?
Because it wasn't very. It sort of. I think you guys forget the slug that you had to go through to get to Hardhorn, episode 9, Dragons, and this. You forget that. You forget how fucking boring some of the episodes were.
No, man. I didn't find that at all. There was something intense at least.
No.
At least once in every episode, yeah.
There was one episode where nothing really happens.
Okay, name it.
The thing is, the whole issue with Game of Thrones is that it blends.
No, dude, name the episode.
I think episode 4, nothing really happens.
Episode 4 is when they end it with Barristan dying.
And Grey Worm getting
Is that
And
stabbed.
Grey Worm, yeah, that's episode 4.
See, I
Episode
blended-
5.
I blended episodes weirdly together. I can't even tell when episodes.
Yeah, but see, here's the
begin and
thing: is I don't see, because I know some people say like they don't really like the slow bits, but I love the slow bits. I love the just
necessarily-
when everyone's talking, the lines, the writing. I just find it brilliant.
The only thing about Game of Thrones, which is difficult for me to understand why they keep doing this, is why they keep needing to build up their female characters to then destroy them. The thing is about it is you see, like, for instance, you see Marjorie, who becomes so quite prominent and quite
Whatever
powerful.
happened to her?
That's
She's
the
still in
thing.
jail.
There are so many subplots that don't get tied up because
Where's Tommen?
Where's Tommen? What's Tommen been doing?
Where's
for no
Rickon?
one? Where's Rickon? No one cares.
Is Gendry still rowing that boat?
Yeah.
God
The
damn.
thing is, they bring up all these characters, and it's the issue with this show, and they will focus you on, say, 4 characters.
Okay.
This whole season revolves around 4 characters.
If I may,
Revolves around Jon, Cersei,
Hmm.
Daenerys, and Arya.
Alright,
They're the only ones.
can I just like point on one thing? At the episode 10.
Wait, Jamie.
No, because Dawn. Everything Dawn stood for.
Hold
I
up.
can't talk about how much better Dawn is in the books.
Wilson.
It's so
Ready Wilson, ready the punch in a second, alright? I'll set up for you in a second, right? Can I just say, a cool thing was that in episode 10, Arya had a really cool scene where she basically Assassin's Creed the hell out of Samoan. Right? That was awesome. And she goes from Assassin's Creed, boom, to Daredevil.
That was another one that we enjoyed, but it was someone being brutally murdered.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, it makes it a lot easier because he was essentially a paedophile.
And he was beat. He wasn't even people. He was just a child abuser. He was beating him.
Yeah. He was.
It makes, you know what makes sense? It just clicked in my head right now. Reason why he was so willing to punch Sansa in the face in the like first. He punches her in the face. You know when he died when
Yeah, I know he's a dick.
he punches her in the face because he likes it. Maybe that's what sparked it.
Who gets the jollies out of that?
Maybe that's what sparked it.
Maybe that's what sparked it. Maybe
Like,
he's just a
this is
normal
kind of
guy
fun.
and he was like, it's actually fun. He keeps doing it. He hits her like numerous times. It's just all.
This show's so dark now.
judging
How
by-
did we not see this coming? That's
Yeah.
all he does.
Yeah, but
There's
judging
nothing else.
judging by his expression though, judging by his expression, you don't even
Wow.
you can't even tell if he enjoys it.
He
'Cause
does.
The looks so miserable when he's doing it before and after.
Can I just say appropriately? There's a lot of swearing in this episode.
It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's Game of
It's
Thrones.
sponsored by. No,
I'm still bleeping everything out.
All right, okay, now, all right. Let's just go to another area in Westeros in this entire season. Dawn. Callum, ready the
Go
right
on,
hook
Callum.
and the left.
Go on, Callum.
What was the fucking point of Dawn? Like,
KO.
the whole point of it. I've read quite a bit of the books. I'm not going to say I've read them. I know what happens in Dawn books, and it is a million times better. Marcella never fucking pronounces her fact that she knows that Jamie is her father.
That was an interesting scene though.
That's
So
not
Marcella
an interesting
doesn't-
scene. Can I tell you the whole point of Dawn? The end of it is to Marcella. That's the only point of it, and the only reason why the Sand Snakes even exist is so that they can use the poison on Bronn, so that then you don't go, what the fuck is happening when Marcella's nose starts bleeding? That's the only point of it.
Yeah.
Literally, that one Sand Snake uses the poison on Bronn, and then his nose starts, and then gives the antidote, and then the woman who. Me and Jerome had a conversation about this last night, and I think you did actually bring up a really good point.
Right.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I can see where you're coming from.
May I say it?
Yeah.
May I say it? All right. When the attempted kidnapping of Marcella occurs, when the 3 Sand Snakes try to kidnap her at the same time that Jamie and Bronn show up, and basically Bronn clocks Tristan in the face. Is that his name, Tristan? The son of the second Prince of Dawn? Yeah. Right. Punches him in the face, and then he tries to do the whole grabbing scene. After that, everything calms down, cools down, and the prince is then talking to Jamie. Actually, Bronn's still incarcerated.
This is Oberyn's brother.
Yeah, and when he brings Ilaria Sand to apologize, and then she's forced to kiss his ring. Okay, first of all, that just made me think a little bit too much of Godfather. I kiss the ring and I forgive you. But what had me thinking, whoa, hold on a second, is that exact scene when she kisses the ring and she starts sobbing, like she feels like she's lost all her pride and trying to get revenge for Oberyn being killed. Then the prince says...
Wait, say that again? Sorry?
When she kisses his ring to apologise and swears loyalty, she falls to her knees and starts crying. Yeah. Right after that, you see that prince then say, I'm a firm believer in second chances.
Not third.
And third... He says, and third chances.
No, he says not third.
Not third chances.
He doesn't say it.
He just says not third chances.
Even then, it just seems like... Is he basically saying, don't f*** up next time?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying.
No.
You do it again, I'm probably going to have to execute you.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
he's
saying
the one who's giving the hits.
He's basically saying, if you're going to do it again, don't get caught.
He's not talking... No. He said second chance was not third chance. The second chance was...
Him forgiving her right there.
Forgiveness of what just happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I almost felt like when he said not third chance, it was...
Not third chance to say that if she does something again, she's dead. No, she's dead. There's no don't get caught.
See, this is why I don't agree with it, in the sense that the whole point in the books is that this is why Dawn sucks in the TV show, because in the books, Dawn is supposed to be this quite big player. Like, they're big. Their whole point is that they were never conquered.
By Aegon.
They were never conquered, and there's a reason why they're not. But in the books, all it makes it look like is that they're like the Egyptian Persians or the Spanish people.
No, the Spanish. Well, the Egyptians are essentially supposed to be Daenerys and Marine. Yeah.
But like they're supposed to be like the Spanish people with their spears and they love it and all that stuff and they like sex and that's all they know. Sorry,
they're Arab Spanish. So
that's the whole point is they're free loving and they don't care and they don't want war and blah blah blah.
And they hate
in the books they want there's a specific faction in there that want war.
Maybe isn't that supposed to be Sand Snakes?
No, there's more than just them four.
But I'm thinking
they want war and they literally try and kidnap her properly and that she doesn't die in the book. She gets injured grievously and the black guy with the spear who literally just spends all his time just walking around being like don't do anything stupid because I could kick your ass, basically just walks around doing that. He is insanely skilled in the book. He's supposed to be like in the top 10 people still alive who are still fighting. He's like number 3 best swordsman, best fighter in the world.
Yeah,
like he's super good, but all he does is nothing. And there's a whole point that Marcella's supposed to have a bodyguard all the time.
Yeah, but think of it like this, right? What if this everything in Dawn that happened this season was just to build up for something to happen next season?
It could.
Like, not necessarily, because I know you're saying the whole Marcella still being alive.
Jamie doesn't go to Dawn.
Well, that doesn't happen either.
Jamie doesn't go to Dawn. Jamie doesn't go on some weird rescue my daughter mission.
How about instead of seeing it? How about instead of comparing it to what happens in the books, we wait to see how this version plays out, because it could get much better.
You have to admit that they were
No, I didn't care about Dawn. I didn't care about Dawn at all. In fact, the snake lady annoyed me. She freaking annoyed me. I mean, because she was straight up going against Oberyn's principles. Because Oberyn said last season, he said, "We do not we do not hurt little girls in Dawn, and 2, we do not hold children accountable for their parents' sins or something." He said something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. So that was all his morals. Why would she straight up go against that? Like straight off the bat.
It's like, the whole point.
Let me take her. I'm like, well, come on. Oberyn wouldn't say that.
It's grief.
It is, it's straight up grief. And there's the bit where she kisses the ring. Made me think, it was just her collapsing under her own grief. And that's why I kind of didn't see I thought she was just kind of done by then of just killing. I still thought maybe she was going to kill Marcella. But
when she kissed on the lips, I'm like, no, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, I said that. I thought that as well.
That is not even slightly a good thing.
Yeah.
But Dawn is pointless. All that's going to happen next season is Jamie's going to sail back to... He's either going to sail back to Dawn and try to start which will probably start another sub-war, or he's going to sail back to King's Landing with their dead daughter, which he was supposed to come back with her alive and safe. What's the prince doing all this time?
Yeah. But I would say...
is he just going to stay on the ship and then be like, I have no reason to be here anymore, bye-bye, I go home? He's probably something going to happen to him.
He's probably pissed. They were in love. I mean, some people might not like that word, but they were in love. Yeah. And he would not be happy. If that was me, I would not be happy. I would, boy, I hurt someone. I would go to Daddy Prince and tell him we need to kill friggin' the sand snakes. That's what I would do. But well, this is the thing is, let's start wrapping up because we've been going on for a while. But just to say, what do you think? What were your favorite bits, like briefly, and what do you think would happen next season? Start going, Jerome.
Well, the entire season favorite bits is when you actually get the full conversation of one of the promo pieces for start of the season where Daenerys says, I don't want to stop the wheel, I want to break the wheel. I love that conversation she had with Tyrion. Yeah. It was just like a guy that was essentially brought there to more or less be killed is now right hand man chatting with the queen.
He's got a silver tongue. He does.
He is crisp cool, and now the guy is about to run the ring. And I love that Lord Varys is back. I love this. Basically, the whole body goes like, "Yo, we about to do this, man. We about to take over. You remember I was the hand of the king. I'm about to do this in the ring. Got that. Love that. Up until the final episode, it did seem that Arya was going to be a beast as an assassin.
Because she's blind now.
Well, I mean, she could be like some kind of Zatoichi blind swordman type.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, she's blind. It didn't hit me that.
Or she'll do something so epic she might get her sight back. That's just fantasy there. I don't think she's gonna get her sight back. I really don't think that's gonna happen.
I think she's just gonna be a Kenshi or Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean, us finally seeing was it Pycelle? No, that's not him. Whatever Chiron,
was doing.
Whatever he did to Mountain / Frankenstein's monster. I mean, you actually see part of the skin like it out.
I'm glad he's back.
In between like the metal, like you basically see the guy's skin kind of blue, got red eyes.
Yeah, I'm glad he's back. Because then he can kill him properly now.
I know, but it's like they turn him into Killer Croc or something. Like Killer Croc / Bane, whichever. Other good bits. I mean, so much. I guess normally like something I could like separate as a good bit, really, because there's literally so much pain. If anything, I'm intrigued to see what this new Dothraki horde is about, and why exactly Daenerys dropped her ring. Did she go into that?
She's smart. It's not. I think they're led by, or their leader isn't there, and I think only the leader knows Daenerys.
Yeah, so it's like why? So where was the leader?
It's supposed to be like a breadcrumb.
What do you mean?
Well, she takes it off so that when someone might go there, that they might find her. Know that something's gone wrong.
Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not a bad point. Yeah.
I mean, so that's going to be interesting for next season.
Yeah, I do agree with that point though. That he's the leader of them. The leader of them was supposed to be the guy that replaces
Khal
Drogo. So it's his horde. It's
Khal
Drogo's former.
Let's make this really brief though. But I thought. When did the Dothraki stop following?
No, you are still following her. You just see them every now and then.
Yeah,
there's like 5 guys.
Okay, so once she meets up with the leader, everything's fine. Then
no,
that's not Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones doesn't happen like that.
That's not how.
Nothing's fine and dandy.
There's a reason why she had to flee in the morning in episode 1 because they were going to kill her.
Yeah,
they were going to kill her in episode season 1.
Yeah, I know about that, but it was after
Drogo's death.
No, it was after the whole dragons thing that they still followed her.
No, only like 5 people.
Some of them. Oh, okay, it's different. Oh, okay,
everyone else left.
You're right.
Everyone else left.
You're right.
Like the whole people.
And the few guys that were like Khal Drogo's sidemen, or the ones that stuck with her, and a lot of them died when it came to trying to find new places to go to.
Okay. All right. So.
What did I think was
good?
What
did you think?
I thought obviously Hard Home was the best thing that happened in the whole entire season.
I think Hard Home was the best scene in the history of Game of Thrones.
Albino Darth Maul is bringing his game.
I thought that was the best thing that's ever happened in the show in terms of scope and scale.
Agreed.
And it finally answered the hell like, what on earth are the White Walkers actually doing?
Yeah.
Like
how bad are they really? Yeah. And then they showed us.
But
then again, they don't seem too bad. It's like, we want everything. We're not going to kill you because we're going to bring you back. If you don't want to join us, we're going to kill you. Then we're going to bring you back. So it's all good. But obviously, you don't want to die. Then be brought back. So there's that clash.
About this season, though, is that it's run out of source material. It's run out of way too much. All the source material that they had that kept it tied to like good things that have already happened, been written about, is gone. Like it's all gone.
Which is kind of why Ramsey's still around.
Yeah.
Because if he dies, who's the new bad guy? Who's the guy you want dead?
Like that's all gone, and it's historically known that the minute
we don't hate him, he's a villain. We kind of it's whatever.
The minute that something starts to deter, like to go away from its source material, it historically doesn't end well.
But here's the
historically
thing
it doesn't. That's why
I'll just let you have that rather than branching off in a different argument.
Like historically, it doesn't work.
Okay, yeah.
Like when things are changed, things don't get well received by book readers and don't get well received. The issue with having the rest of the season being solely written next season by the showrunners is they do whatever the hell they want.
Wait! Isn't George still with them?
He helps them.
He's more of an episode,
but he's like a consultant.
Whether it's
that's
kind of like how J.K. Rowling was a
though.
consultant in Harry Potter,
well,
but she still let shit through that was wrong. But like,
well, you know what? I think that's one that we will talk about later on. We'll see what plays out.
The show still has so much promise, and it's in no way I think dying as a series. But I feel like they're gonna have problems. Speed stuff up dramatically to get to a point where people aren't just gonna be like, ugh, more death, more people dying, more like that. What's the point of even caring about anyone anymore? That's what they need to get away from. They need to start introducing hope.
If I may though, I think in the next season they might start bringing in whatever Bran was doing. Which might...
No, they are, because Bran didn't appear at all of this.
I know, but I'm thinking that might be the catalyst of introducing hope into the series. Yeah. Because that whole thing where they're like, you will never walk again, but you will fly. When that came in, it was like, okay, that gave hope.
Yeah, see, here's what I think in terms of hope returning to the series, and I will make this quick, is if Jon comes back, it will be a symbol that hope is there. Yeah. It will be a symbol of the dark times are ending, although winter is still coming, and just in terms of things will pick up. That's all that would be if it happens. I'm not saying anything, no idea, but if it happens, and I guess to say like my favorite bits were I love the execution of General Slim. I freaking love that. It was just brilliant.
How they kill him again?
He got a command by Jon. He didn't respect him, so Jon was like, Ollie, bring me my sword.
I remember that. I used to when Thornton was about to back him up, I was like, no.
I love the drink that, like, this is, even though it's very slight, but, like, being a filmmaker, I pick up on these type of things is, there's a slight moment, everyone's left and taken to the execution post. And Jon he's sitting there just waiting for a bit, just preparing himself to do it, because it's hard for him to do. And he just takes a sip of his drink, slams it down, and then heads off. I love that. But just like in terms of that entire bit was brilliant. The way it mirrored the death of Ned Stark was wicked. Stuff like Hardhome's my favorite bit.
It mirrored everything to do with Ned.
It was all related to that.
The one who passes the sentence must be the one who swings.
That too. It was very stark.
Yeah.
But overall, I freaking love the season. But I've become a darker person. I've been a darker person over these years because of Game of Thrones.
A whole nother year.
And I still hate Ramsay so much. I mean, Ollie's...
Valar Morghulis. He'll get his.
Yeah. Also, if they don't bring Jon back, I don't know if I'm emotionally...
ready.
Like, not emotionally ready. Just, I'm not sure I care anymore of what happens now. It's like, Jon was the only thing that was, like... He's the only thing I really cared about story-wise.
Yeah. I feel like this season just kind of took all the hope out of you.
Yeah. So, please, hope next season, or maybe a season after. If it was me, if I was writing it, I would wait a whole season to bring Jon back. If I was to bring him back, I would wait a whole season. Or at the end,
like no wall action.
No. I'd still be wall action because here's the thing with Jon dying. There's still people who don't want him dead. There's still people who would think. I still believe there would be people who would be like, wait, you killed the Lord Commander? Wait, that's not okay. Like, he's still got his mate. That was with him at Hardhome. He's still alive. Yeah, there could be a whole few mini civil war going on.
I think him coming back's got something to do with Melisandre being there.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like how she was staring at him at the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
but I think for him to be brought back and them to like delay his return for a season, they might have to delay whatever the hell. They might have to omit Melisandre from.
They might have to do a brand and just not show anyone.
Or they could hint at something. I mean, like, let's say they hinted at the beginning. This is dumb, but let's say it started first episode of season 6. John's body is being taken somewhere, for example.
Not even that.
And Melisandre's gone.
No, not even that. Not even taken somewhere. They didn't find his body. Like where?
Yeah, something like that.
Where did you body the bastard?
Yeah.
Like
stuff like that.
You did.
Yeah.
Thorn, like what? And then they find that Melisandre's gone. It's like
stuff. Well, they wouldn't bury him; they'd burn him.
I know, obviously, but I'm saying that's like, but they like.
I get what you mean. But yeah,
Melisandre.
because it's that time in the show. We're talking for a while. It's a long one. This is a long one. But yeah, it's a long one. Who wants to do the outro, the marvelous outro that we always do, which is the second time for this week.
I'm not too sure. Like,
I got a doozy.
You got a doozy.
I got a doozy in there.
Oh, you got a doozy. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, you got a doozy. Okay, so I'll do the outro like
I hope it's
time.
good because it could be terrible.
it probably will be.
I've been building it up in my head, man. It's amazing.
Okay, so yeah, thanks guys for listening in. As always, we appreciate your viewership, especially if you listen this far. We've been talking for a while.
You guys got some strength. I respect that.
Yeah, and I guess I just gonna long this out because I know Wilson's here festering. But yeah, sign us out.
The night is dark and full of fans crying.
Oh my god, dude! Look, you know what? You know what?
Come on!
You know what?